Welcome back to the Travelogue 1-to-1. This video took some serious pain to make, so I really do hope you enjoy it. I built two buildings on Mackinac Island, Michigan for this video, as I went there last summer, and while the building process itself wasn't terrible for both, the outlining process was absolutely awful. You see, we use Google Maps and Google Earth typically to get our building coordinates. The problem is, the satellite view was absolutely awful here. It was slanted and fairly low quality, so rather than the normal top-down outline that would be easy to do, I had to finagle it so that everything would actually turn out right. I spent probably 2 hours outlining this first build, the Grand Hotel Stables, and I'm still not very confident that I did it right. The amount of overhangs stacked on top of the bad satellite view just made it a terrible process. Once that was done, the build itself took me about 2 hours because of all the detailing, which is not too bad. I did have to use some of my own reference pictures as there weren't very many pictures online. I definitely would not recommend. In hindsight, I should have used historical imagery on Google Earth Pro, as I realized and will explain for my next build. The second build was the Surrey Hills gift shop, just up the hill from the stables. It was also pretty atrocious in terms of outlining. It took me well over an hour and a half. What helped here was that I was able to pinpoint the outline of the main building. However, the overhangs caused me serious problems, enough to the point where I remembered about historical imagery as I mentioned earlier. On Google Earth Pro, you can look at historic satellite images for a specific location. So essentially there are different images, some that have much better angles, and I simply had to adjust those offsets to match the existing outline. And I think it did really work great. From there, I used one of my own references to detail the back, and that helped for the front. But unfortunately, two sides of the building had no pictures at all. I couldn't find anything on them, so I was just unable to detail them with such a lack of information. Of course, if anyone can find some images for me, I would love to fix up this build, but as such, I was simply just limited to two sides. For places like this, I will definitely be getting reference pictures in the future for travel logs. Here's a little bit of a bonus clip. There was a Mackinac Island event in the Midwest some time back, and a few things got done. Admittedly, they're not all the best builds, big overuse of banner windows for example, but I thought I might as well show them off while I'm at it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to check out this video where I built some of your comments, and hit that subscribe button for more content like this.